Hey, welcome back. We've got Rocktown. We're going to be talking about Rocktown Distillery in Little Rock, Arkansas today. Rocktown Distillery makes all kinds of spirits. They have vodkas, they have gins, they have triple sec, they have other liqueurs, they have straight rye, but they also make bourbons. Full disclosure, you can see there's some missing out of here. We've tried it. My dad actually brought this. I'm originally from Arkansas. My dad lives there. So he picked up a bottle of Rocktown and brought it out here. Birthday present for me. So this happens to be their single barrel cask strength bourbon. And this comes in at 59.1%. So 118.2 proof. You know, I put this against other bourbons, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, Rocktown Distillery was established in Arkansas, I do believe, in 2010. The other offerings they have a barley straight bourbon, they have high rise, they have straight rye. I mean, and they do just have a regular bourbon that they have. They have some with chocolate in it and things like that. But anyway, this is the one we're going to try. And this, I think, is going to be closer to the full notes that we're going to get. But we'll get into it right after this. All right, guys, we have some in the glass here. Very dark amber color. This is a cask strength, so this is what it comes out of the barrel with. No water added on this one. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Rocktown Distillery, Little Rock, Arkansas. 53 months. So, 24, 24 is 48, so it's just over 2 years, 2.5 years, right along in there. But it does have a really nice dark color. I will say that we did do this on the Saturday Sip-Along show on the live stream. Joe and I put this together and we did a semi-blind. And the reason I say semi-blind is because we knew what 3 bourbons we were drinking. We just didn't know what order. My wife had labeled them randomly and sealed the results in an envelope. But this came in second. For Joe came in third. Now, what we put this up against before, one of them was Lincoln Pinch. And Lincoln Pinch is from a craft distillery, and that's where we did the documentary shoot. It's very, very difficult for a large-scale distillery to compare to a good, well-done craft distillery because they can use specific grains and they can use non-GMO corn and they can do all of these things that a large operation can't do. So with that, this actually for me edged out barely Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. Now, when I was comparing it, I was thinking about smoking a cigar with it. The notes, will it hold up to an Oliva Serio or something like that? Not a pungent, real harsh cigar, but just a mellow medium cigar. The answer to this one was positively yes. I do also remember we got a little more burn out of this one. This one hits the top of the stomach. The hug is tight enough to tuck your floaters. So here we go. On the nose, it does not have a strong ethanol kick right on the nose. So you can get down in there pretty good, even for this high of a proof, which is not extremely high, but 118. I mean, you're knocking on 120's door, A little black cherry coming through. A little cocoa in that, of course. I'm getting a subdued, and it's really a subdued vanilla. So the wood sugars have come out, but yeah, it's not just a in-your-face vanilla, caramel, apple, type thing. This is very dark cherry, dark noted. Maybe a little coffee in the background on the nose, but let me get the tongue wet on here and we'll see where we go from there. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is really good. And of the 3 bourbons we had, Lincoln Pinch, Rocktown, and Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered, you can't go wrong with either one of those 3 bourbons. So, but this one by itself, without doing a bourbon battle against anything else, stands up extremely well on its own. I'm getting that black cherry across the center of the tongue. I'm getting some oaky notes on the side. Oh, the finish on this thing is really long, but I'm gonna keep sipping on it. Got that shock out of the way, first sip of bourbon of the day. Let's get down into this. There is a molassesy, a bright molasses. It is like there's a fruit. It's like someone mixed molasses in with like some baked fruit. And so it's giving it more of a maybe a little acidic tone to the molasses. It's not just straight sweet molasses. Man, that is a lovely, lovely bourbon. If you can get your hands on this, Rocktown. Now, I haven't tried the other variations. This is the only one I've had. But like I said, this is a single barrel cask strength. This is going to bring you down the road to their pure notes here of what they're getting. And they're doing a really good job, by the way. All right. I'm digging for things. I'm getting a hint of, what is that? Can't quite put my finger on it, but let me continue down the path here. I'm trying to figure out this one note I'm getting. All right, I need another sip. The hug is undeniable on this one. Right at the top of the stomach, down the chest. This drink, the hug on this one is higher than its alcohol content. And a lot of us, bourbon heads or bourbon enthusiasts, we tend to lean more toward the cask strengths and things like that when we're really dissecting a bourbon, because you're going to get the full explosion of notes without it being watered down. This one I may at some point add a drop or two of water just to see what opens up, and I may be able to pick that note out if I were to do that, but I don't have any handy, so we're not going to do that here today. What is that? It's not licorice. It's not star anise. It's not that pungent. It's like a slight floral note. Okay, there's a little pine nut thing going on in there. It's almost like you took something like a honeysuckle or whatever, and if you were able to bake that, so it's, oh, I got it. One thing that's coming through on it is wild honey for sure. I'm getting that, and that's probably where I'm getting those floral notes. A lot of times, non-refined honey, the wild honey you get, especially in a field of wildflowers, with variations of stuff, you'll get different notes off your honey. I think that's what I'm picking up out of this. Just wildflowery field of wild honey notes in it. Wow, it is damn tasty. I can tell you that. It is really, really tasty. So guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you can get your hands on it, do it. As always, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell down there for notifications, and I promise I'll keep bringing you these videos.